Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the latest release of Ginseng Roots. It's Ginseng Roots number 6. And if you've been watching this channel, you know I love this comic. This is a monthly comic put out by Craig Thompson. Like most of his work, it is autobiographical for the most part, I'd say. And what's really interesting is the comic is all about his growing up in the world of ginseng. It's about his youth and how ginseng played such a huge role in it, and kind of the area he grew up in and how much this root impacted it. So a lot of history, a lot of personal anecdotes. It's a really fascinating read, and I'm learning a ton from it. Like, I know nothing about ginseng and how big of a crop apparently it is in certain parts of the U.S. And now this issue is interesting, is that we're starting to see him and his brother and his sister like growing up. They're kind of getting to the high school, or they are getting to high school, and the issue seems to deal a lot with like cycles and kind of death and rebirth and religious as a whole. Like, he came from a very religious family. And the issue, focuses on like their baptism and kind of the issues with their religion getting into their everyday life and the conflicts that it created in like their education. But I think it's a really interesting issue, especially when it kind of gets to things like the baptism. That there's a lot of talk about cycles and from death to rebirth and all that sort of stuff that really merits kind of like a multiple reads to get through it, and not really get through it, but multiple reads to like really kind of parse out everything that's being said and how much everything's kind of interconnected, and what Thompson's kind of dancing around. And I think it's really intelligently written. There's a lot of talk about maturity and what happens when things mature and how you might nip some things so they don't ruin other growth. Talking about the plants, but also you kind of do that in your life as well. Like, it's just a fascinating issue that's really about growth and phases and phases of life. So just very layered. I think a lot of the issues kind of have that like dual, you need to read a few times to kind of get into it. And this one, I think, dives a little bit more into the religious background, which has come up, but not a ton. The art is, as always, amazing. This black, white, red, gray art style that generally doesn't work with doesn't have panels. There's some dividing stuff here and there, but it's just beautiful artwork. Just educational, fascinating, really kind of an amazing comic. And I think one of my favorite things that I've read this year. Like, the concept sounded really interesting, and I've been blown away since. It's really top-notch stuff. Like, I can't praise it enough. You even get down to like just the details in the back with like this faux advertisements of stuff you can buy, and you can get some legit stuff in there as well. Like, it's just really cool. This is just an amazing comic. Uncivilized Books, Uncivilized Comics hooked us up with their review copy, and they've just got a winner here. They put out some amazing stuff in general. And this is just like, I look forward to every single issue as they come out. Like, this is a comic that I go to see when the next issue is out, which is a rare thing for me. So yeah, like, I highly recommend it. I think the art's fantastic. The story is beyond unique. Like, read a single issues. I'm sure it's going to get collected at some point, but I think the single issues are totally worth it. Like, it's just tactile in my hand. Like, it feels really cool. Just kind of this zine-ish vibe to it. Give you an idea of it compared to another comic. I love it. It's amazing stuff. Top notch. Highly recommend it. Should be out in comic shops this week. Obviously I can't imagine tons of shops are going to be ordering this. They're a loss. But you should go hit up your shop, go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links. You can buy it online, probably Uncivilized website is going to be the major one. Some of them might be affiliate links. If they're affiliate links, we do get a small percentage of that, but you do that support our site. But really, go support comic shops. They need the support. They need the help. Beyond that, I want to thank Uncivilized Books, Uncivilized Comics for hooking us up with this review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.